Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Waqwaq, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Shalom to my Akim, Waqwaqim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakam coming at you with another lesson. Proverbs 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be on this video over here. I'm actually going to let the whole video play, which I usually don't do, but I thought this was very good and good information that very so important to listen to. So let's let it play.
A former English teacher going viral after posting a raw and unfiltered farewell video as she leaves the classroom behind after just 3 years. Listen.
A lot of these kids don't know how to read because they have had things read to them, or they can click a button and have something read out loud to them. I just don't think these kids even care. They don't care about making a difference in the world. They don't care about how to have a resume. They don't care how to write a resume. They don't care how to write a cover letter, because ChatGPT will just do it for them. And I think that we need to cut off technology from these kids, probably until they go to college.
Hannah is a former teacher, and she joins us now. She posted that video. More than 1 million people have seen it, Hannah, probably more by the time we're on this morning. Why did you post that video?
So I taught for 3 years, as I said in my video. I wasn't always a teacher. I actually started my career in digital marketing. So I've been in the digital world for about 5 years now, or since I've graduated. And throughout the 3 years, I've taught digital arts classes and I've taught an English class. And I would say that in all of my teaching experience, technology has posed quite a challenge. And with AI becoming so accessible to children nowadays, especially teaching in an English or Core 4 classroom, it's been especially challenging kind of to have the kids comprehend and critical think and think for themselves on certain things.
Yeah.
So on my way out, I wanted to kind of raise awareness and just let people know how AI and technology is affecting their children these days.
Right. I know, coming from a mother who taught for 33 years, my sister's a teacher in South Carolina, the challenges that y'all deal with, this is even before AI was a thing. I'm sure it's even more challenging now. And clearly your opinion is, yes, it is. You're a high school teacher. I'm sure your students loved you. We hate to see someone leave education because of problems within the classroom. Give me some examples of what the students are saying to you.
Well, a lot of students, and I do want to be clear, I taught a lot of very motivated and bright children. And so I don't want this to come off as if this is all the kids' fault. But I do know that a lot of times in my English classroom, I would ask them to write down a short response or just 5 sentences to answer a question. And a lot of times it would be about 2.5 sentences, and they would say, well, I can't think of anything else to say, or, well, why do I have to answer in complete sentences? Like, you get the point from what I'm saying in just this little sentence. And then a lot of times I would assign essays, long form essays, and I know how children write, especially when they handwrite me things in the beginning of the school year. And so when a student, how I know how they write, typically would give me a very eloquently and thorough essay on a topic that I know that normally wouldn't come from them, I would ask them, was this really you? And I'd run it through an AI generator. And of course it would say 100% ChatGPT or AI. And I would speak to the student, and they would more so question of, well, if I have to redo this, how much is it really going to affect my grade? Can I just take the 0?
Gosh, trying to take the easy way out. Yeah.
Right.
Is it promoting just a laziness among our children?
I suppose, and a lot of them are just feeling as though they don't really need to do the work anymore because AI will just do it for them.
Right.
And I think that AI can be in a classroom in a very effective way if we teach children in the older grades how to use it properly. But if we're allowing them this unlimited access in the classroom to use AI, they're not going to do the work themselves.
Yeah, I know you're a proponent of getting technology out of our classrooms, getting the phones out of our classrooms. I still can't believe some schools are allowing that. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had to leave the classroom. What are you going to do next?
Yes, well, I actually am working in a nonprofit now. I run donor relations, development, and digital marketing for them. So I'm back in what I was doing before teaching, and I'm loving it so far.
All right. Well, Hannah, thank you for giving up those 3 years. Appreciate it. We love our teachers.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
All right, so basically you heard the teacher. She was basically saying that these kids are illiterate. All right, they can't read, they can't really do stuff. They have to, what they do is they just use AI to solve all of their problems, to make resume, essays, all that stuff. And it is a big proponent to why this society, I just bit my freaking lip, this society is growing weaker, which actually, let's get that. 2 Ezra chapter 14 verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And again, I say this so many times, I sound like a broken record, and this is like the third video I think of me doing this lesson, but I had to do it because this is a very serious thing. But yeah, technology is in fact destroying not just the children but people in general, because everybody is abusing technology and they're becoming lazy as a result. Okay, so one thing is, for the people that actually have the money to be able to do so, why would they go cook food? Why would they go to the grocery store? Why would they go bother cooking to eat when they can just, okay, let me order groceries, or forget ordering groceries, let me just go order fast food and eat fast food all the time. All right, like that's how people, that's how in Babylon, all right, or I guess America, everybody is fat, overweight, lazy. All right, they don't want to do the work themselves. They want someone to do the work for them. All right, like they can't even cook for themselves. They can't go do stuff by themselves. They just have, literally everything is being made to, oh, there's an app for that and whatnot. Oh, there's this, that, and third. Okay, and even with ChatGPT, you can literally do and make a ChatGPT make an essay for you to just do. Oh, I'm gonna, instead of me writing an essay or writing a report on whatever. All right, let me just have the stuff do it for me instead. All right, let me just have the AI do it for me. Like that's how this society is right now, where you don't need to actually actively participate in any type of thing that involves what's it called? You don't have to do anything that involves any manual labor. All that manual labor is gone. All right, all that, the need for manual labor is out the window. All right. So yeah, like that's how oh wow. So yeah, that's how miserable people are in this society, where they they don't even need to bother with certain stuff because, oh well, there's all these different things that's just gonna do everything for me. All right, all these people, there are people I can pay to do the work for me instead of me actively doing it myself. And again, you have to understand that as you continuously don't have to do stuff, that's attributing to you being lazier, and you need to do because the thing is, being active is what makes you like work out and whatnot. Even the simple stuff of like farm jobs and stuff like that. You have a bunch of people that get very physically fit as a result of their jobs that they do. All right, so that's a very big thing. And oh wow, I forgot. So yeah, that's a very big thing in terms of like, we need Slakia. So basically, we need people to constantly be active and constantly be doing stuff, because it is us actively participating as well as actively contributing to the work that we put in, be it something as simple as cooking for yourself or getting up to go walk, drive, or whatever to the store in order to get your food, in order to do all this stuff. That is what is helping keeping you healthier. All right, that's a very important thing in life, that Esau really just is. He's okay with disqualifying that entirely. He's okay with people just saying, okay, you know what, just order this stuff, because he doesn't want us to be physically and mentally stable. He wants us to be dumb, malleable slaves that will continue to do the exact same thing to fill his pockets. Okay, fill his pockets up. All right, and that's the thing where you have these kids that are going to school, and even though that they can't read, all right, they're using AI to get through school. And these apparently you have teachers like her and the other teacher, all right, that they're just not going for it anymore. All right, they're just saying, I don't want to be a part of this, so I'm just giving up teaching altogether. All right, because this is not right. Like, this is not right how we're just allowing kids to have. And that was another thing. Apparently, based on what she was saying, they allow kids to have phones in class now. Like, kids can be on their phones doing whatever the frick they want. When that was never. If I had to, when I was going to school, I literally had to hide my phone. All right, the entire time. Okay, so it's like it's changed so much where they are destroying the children. All right, but yeah, I agree with this. I agree with this lady when she says, we need to keep technology away from children because they're not ready for it. They're just, and it's only destroying them right now. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay, so that's the thing where there is no, well, for the kids more specifically, they don't really have any goals set in place. They don't even have any purpose besides, oh yeah, I was gonna be a famous TikToker. Let me go viral. Let me go do this, then the third. Where again, like they think that they don't need to worry about any of the they don't have to worry about Slaki about that. They don't have to worry about any of the actual skills needed to learn to be a contributing member in society, or just get through life for themselves in general. Okay, they don't know all of those struggles, and they suffer as a result of it, because that's how Esau made society to be. All right, now continuing on. Well, yeah, also Slucky, another thing is that it also ends up becoming miserable, where you want to have a better life, you want to be smarter, but you can't, because that's not how Esau set things out to be. All right, he wants you stupid, he wants you dumb, he wants you just a wage slave. That was the thing. That's a term, a wage slave, where you're just working to get to pay for the bills, and that's modern day slavery. All right, and in some cases that's even worse, because you're over here struggling to make ends meet. All right. Now, continuing on, Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power. That's another thing where we're subject to payments. We're subject to constantly having to pay for, or we have to pay for a multitude of different bills. All right, there's a million different bills that we all have to pay for, and we're all subject to that. Even for people that are quote unquote middle class. All right, maybe not the rich because they own stuff and they don't need to pay for that stuff. But that's the thing where Esau's society is only meant to ruin the people that are not the super elite. All right. Now, next, continuing on, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. And then we also get Luke chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. And this is the mercy of the Lord, where the Lord allows these people, these devils, to be rich now, and giving them a consolation prize. Okay, where it's like second place, where they're not getting to thrive and enjoy the kingdom. They're wicked now. All right. And that's not to say that anyone that is rich is absolutely going to suffer. That's not always the case. It's a very rare sight, but you get the picture. Okay, where the people, the wicked that are rich now, they are definitely going to suffer in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Preserved for destruction, preserved for captivity. All right. But yeah, for us, being in poverty, verse 21, blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy. Behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Okay, so that's basically what we have to look forward to. We have to look forward to our reward, thriving and being happy in the kingdom of heaven. Now, Psalm 130, verse 5, I wait for the Lord, my soul doeth wait, and in his word do I hope. So, that's just to end it off there. Like, we are waiting for the Lord, YAHAWAH, to deliver us and to reward us for our patience in him. So, with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, HAITIANS, the elders and apostles, great most, and shalom.